Welcome back to the channel, guys. Welcome back to Ironclad RC. Got the pocket rocket on the block, okay? Last video I had out with this boat, it was freaking running great. I was so pleased with the way the boat handled. And it was only my second time out with the boat. So while I was out there, I actually had a little idea to change up my propeller distance from the transom. Right now we're actually running a 110 millimeter long low profile stinger, okay? And I want to change it up. I want to get the propeller a little bit closer to the transom. One option is to cut my stinger. I have my bushings marked out. I have a bushing here and a bushing here. I could basically cut it off right here. But before I do that, I actually want to test out a little theory I have. Not really even a theory, just an idea. I want to pull my stinger off, okay, completely pull it off. We'll plug the holes up so we don't get water in the boat, okay, and install Speedmaster style bushing into the stuffing tube that's coming out the back of the boat, because I think it comes out to about right here where this base is. So we'll put a Speedmaster bushing in there to support our 3/16 step down 8 propeller shaft, okay? We're gonna have to put a cable on this stub shaft right here. We're gonna JB weld a cable in and get it all mocked up so we can do a before and after test, okay? We're gonna do that in the video. We're gonna take it to the park pond, run it, and I'll show you guys what it looks like before and after. I'm gonna remove the stinger pretty easy. I got the stinger off, okay? It was 2 nuts and bolts and then 1 bolt in the top there. Pretty easy. So I'm actually gonna put some washers and screws and bolts back in there, tighten them down so we don't get water in the boat. So I took a little filed out my stuffing tube so that my Speedmaster bushing slides in. I actually need to tidy it up a little bit because it's kind of a tight fit. You want this to be able to spin, you know, spin freely in there. I got my old box of spares here. Oh yeah, we'll need a Teflon liner for a .150. I think this is one right here. Well, maybe not, maybe not. Might need a longer one. There we go, that might work. And a flex cable without it. These are all my shafts. Flex cable with stub shaft. Let's see if this is long enough. Okay, so that should work right there. So we're basically gonna JB weld this cable into the stub shaft and we'll be able to take it out tomorrow. Use JB weld, okay? Don't use the cheap stuff. Use the good stuff, the real deal. Okay, clean up my shaft. We're gonna pick a good side. Sand the shaft. Not too much, just kind of get the grease and stuff off because it is a used shaft. Could get a little bit of alcohol in our stub shaft, okay? And I usually take a file and scar up the inside of the stub shaft. Give something, you know, just kind of gouge it out. Don't sand it, don't file it, just gouge it. Gives that JB weld something to lock onto, okay? So you have to kind of work it in there. Okay, this works on 0.98, 0.130, and 0.150. I don't recommend this technique for 0.187 with big power, you know. Usually you just do that number there until you hear a little pop. That's the air bubble popping out. You know, once it pops, once that air gets out, it shouldn't push itself out of the stub shaft. I think I just heard it. There it went. There it went. Okay. That's all you gotta do. Now it shouldn't push itself out. And wipe up the excess. It's all about preparation, really. Make sure everything's clean. If it's not clean, it's not gonna stick and stay. Okay, the JB weld's cured up. Okay, I got my cable cut to size. Okay, I got my Speedmaster bushing in. Okay, got my drive dog Loctite on. I even Loctited the nut on because there's not a whole lot of threads holding this bigger propeller on there. So I Loctited that on. Okay, got Loctite on my coupler. Got it all greased up with my Teflon liner cut to size. Okay, so we're going to go test it. All right, I just wanted to spool it up for you guys. Okay, now you don't need to run a gap this big. The only reason I'm running the gap this big is for testing purposes. That Speedmaster bushing, it'll hold my shaft in place. It's fine. It's just for testing purposes to see if I want to cut my stinger down. You know, because we're about to put the stinger back on there. Depending on how the boat handles, we're either going to cut it down or leave it long. Okay. All right, so I'm at a different pond today. While I'm taping the boat up, I'll show you guys the boat with the extended stinger on 3S 50C. Okay, and then we'll cut in. I'll have the boat with the shortened drive line. All right, we'll see what happens. Oh, we got some baby ducks, geese. Yeah, it really has a bad hop on deceleration. That wind's blowing, kicking today. Full trigger. Oh! Plenty of water cooling coming out. Let's see what it does. Wow, much better. It's faster with the stinger because there's less boat in the water. I got more water cooling coming out my rudder because there's propeller blasting into the rudder pickup. That's not too bad though. I'll take it. I'll take it. Little hop on a wave there because my lifting strakes are so low to the water now. Still need to move my CG forward some. So I might move my ESC over to the left and put my batteries in the keel up forward, you know. Still turns good. Actually, it turned better. It turned better before. I liked how it skipped out a lot, you know. It would like just skip on top of the water. But now you don't have to let off the throttle as much for the outside spray rails to catch. You know, the spray rails kind of act like a turn fin almost and pivots the boat in the turn when you let off the throttle. And you don't have to let off of it as much now. See? Still handles good. I think it handles better. It actually handles better like this. Full trigger. Wanting to come up a little bit. Full trigger into the wind and she flipped. Got some baby geese over in this pond. So it actually ran pretty good. You know, it actually run pretty good. See how the stuffing tube's coming out real high on the transom, causing the boat to run lower. So I think I am going to cut that stinger down. I am. Final answer. Yeah, it's running much better. Hell, I might even leave it like this. I might even leave it like this. It's definitely faster though with the stinger. Less boat in the water. Hopefully there's no glare on the water. Full trigger here, full trigger. Oh, we landed it. I got a couple more packs with me too, so it might end up being a long video. And I'll do a before and after of each pack, you know, a park pond before and a here with each pack, you know, so you guys can see the difference in the weight in the boat. Because I'm really interested. I'm doing the before and afters really for myself, so I can watch it on my TV when I post the video, you know, videoing your run, and then being able to watch it afterwards. It really helps you out when you're tuning your boat, you know. All right. So let's check the temp here. It just sat in the water for a couple minutes there. I'm just gonna check the temp. No water in the boat. That's good. 106, 126. Good deal. Good deal. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw 4S in it. You know, I've got these little 3S packs that we'll throw in there. I know you guys are waiting for 4S. Okay, so I have 4S in the boat. I'll show you guys the park pond on 4S right now. Wow. Had to be careful into the wind. Woo! 1300 milliamp. 50C, 60C, 50C. This is 4S after the mod. Got my CG forward. Probably have to go rescue it. I got wind coming out of a few different directions today. Like in here, it's like swirling around. Oh, it likes it on 4S. It's more controllable at high speed in a straightaway with this setup. A little bit more controllable. Before in a straight with the long stinger, it would really want to come out the water real bad. So let's open it up, full trigger. Oh. Too cool. Too cool. Hopefully you guys are catching everything. I'm gonna let the ripples cool down a little bit and we'll get a little pass in. Oh, I should have threw a GPS on it. Jeez, what am I thinking? It's almost like it's wanting to fly the way the boat's set up, you know. If I can just find that perfect center of gravity, you know, where she stays down and but kind of flies at the same time, we'll be doing all right. Into the wind. With the wind. Man, I think I like it with the stinger on it. It's a tough decision. I flipped it more today than I did on my last outing with the boat with the stinger, you know. But it looks like the boat's kind of handling better, but it wants to flip over, you know. Yeah, and I've only run 2 packs through it. Oh yeah. I come off the throttle, buddy. She was in the air already. It definitely stayed in the water better with the stinger, because I guess I had that leverage to keep the boat up in the water, but it also pushed the front of the boat down in the water at the same time. Full trigger blip, man. If I could just figure out where, you know, oh man, she's gonna be a rocket once I get her tuned in right. I'm telling you, it's my third outing, man. I'm gonna get it right. Oh, building a custom boat, there's no telling how it's gonna handle, period, even if there was a plan. You know what I mean? Like my Delta Force 29 twin motor build, there's no telling how that boat's gonna handle. It might handle like complete garbage. Man, she wants to stay in the water if I just had that little bit of extra CG up forward. She's fast. Either configuration, she's fast. Yes. Good thing it's carbon fiber. I'm seriously considering doing a balsa wood version, you know? A balsa wood version might be pretty cool. You know what I mean? Maybe 17 inches long. I'm considering it. I've been thinking about it ever since I thought about it the other day at the park pond, and I mentioned it, man. It's been on my mind. That might be my next boat build. Either a smaller version, wood, maybe I can make a kit for it, you know, or at least have plans available for those of you who are interested, you know. That's my next project. I'm also considering doing a Thai longtail. Okay, I had a subscriber actually mention that to me a few months back, and I actually made one out of cardboard about a year ago, and I was going to build a Thai longtail stepped, you know, balsa wood longtail boat. Last year I was going to do it, and decided not to. So what do y'all think? A Thai longtail with custom outdrive and all that, or a wood version of this? Like, I know what the boat does. I kind of know what I'm doing with that style boat now, and I might be able to make it better. You know what I'm saying? So let me know what y'all think. Turns better left with this configuration. Alright, that's our battery. So I'll probably just call it a day. I got some stuff to go do. A little bit of water in the boat this time. Flipped over. 118 on 4S, 107, 89. Oh man. So for me, it's a tough call. It really is, because both configurations work good. It seemed like, I don't know. I kind of like it like this, because in a straight, she don't porpoise. With the long stinger, she would porpoise in a straight, especially when you deceleration. You know, she would start bouncing real bad. So, but I flipped it a lot more in a straight. Maybe because I was able to get it up the full trigger, and she would just come up off the water because she's a little bow light. But I think I like it better like this. Handling, like turning, I think I like the way it handled better with the long stinger. But in a straight, it definitely handled better in this configuration. So we're gonna cut the stinger in half. Next video, we're doing it. Okay, I'm gonna reinstall the stinger, put the other cable back in, cut it in half, and maybe we can kind of get the best of both worlds, you know? So hopefully you guys enjoyed the test. Sorry about the long video. We'll see you guys next time.